Does this mentality deny the personhood, the humanity of Palestinians?
Well, it's nice to have this for the future Gaza Holocaust Museum. And if there were international law for any future prosecutions, which we don't see taking place anytime soon, Zvika Fogel was really speaking to the Jewish Israeli public, which, according to there are many polls, a recent one from Penn State shows that the vast majority of Jewish Israelis hold genocidal attitudes and see no distinction between the civilians of Gaza and Hamas.
Oh,
So he's appealing for popularity. And he's also articulating a plan that is essentially in place now that the defense minister, uh, Yitzhak Katz, Israel Katz, has announced a concentration camp to be built in southern Gaza where 600,000 people from the Mawasi zone, which is basically an area of internally displaced refugees living in tents, will be put into a biometric prison in southern Gaza that they won't be allowed to leave. There will be 4 aid distribution hubs inside this concentration camp supplied by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is run by American mercenaries, and Reverend Johnny Moore, who's a Trump crony, a Christian Zionist Trump crony, but it's basically a front for Israel. And that will be expanded. That system will be expanded throughout Gaza as people in Gaza are incentivized to leave. It's about ethnic cleansing ultimately, because what is Gaza? Gaza is a reflection of the ethno-supremacist logic of Zionism, where most of its inhabitants prior to October 7th had been forced off the land of what is now called Israel. Over 85% were refugees living in an open-air prison. They were restive, they were resisting, and they threatened the demographic purity of the state of Israel if they came back. So Gaza was just this warehouse. And now Israel has the opportunity to clear out the warehouse of surplus humanity by pushing them into Egypt or Europe or somewhere else, and then taking as much land as they can in Gaza, and then the demographic problem is relieved. So what we're seeing through the comments of Zvika Fogel, the Nazi-like comments of Zvika Fogel, is how the logic of Zionism perpetuates the Holocaust on the backs of Palestinians almost endlessly.
mm.